Yeah, my name's Jesse Olsen. I'm an illustrator and tattoo artist from Gold Coast, Australia. First got interested in tattooing, I guess boys that I used to skate around had tattoos and played in bands and stuff like that. And so that was obviously something that like piqued my interest as a kid. And so I was doing an art degree, my visual art degree at QUT when I finished school. And during that time, I was getting tattooed and talking to this guy who's like, oh yeah, I travel the world. And you know, he's like an old skateboarder as well. And he's like, I've been to London and Paris and Turkey and this and that. I was just like, fuck, that sounds amazing, you know, that sounds incredible. That's sort of how I got into it. I got my apprenticeship, I became an art school dropout, and I've been on this path ever since. My first machine tattoo that I ever did was at a friend's studio. A friend of mine was getting tattooed, and I sort of asked if I could, you know, pull a couple lines, or can I have a go? And stupidly he said yes. And that was my first time holding a machine, and it was terrifying. And I was just like, oh fuck. In my head, I had that sort of what's that word? There's a Dunning-Kruger effect where it's you think you're gonna be so good at something because you've never done it before. So I was like, man, I got this, well. And then yeah, fully blew out this line, and it was horrible. But that was this moment where I was like, fuck, that's so sick. I wanna get better at it. I reckon I can do this, you know?
One of the main reasons I enjoy focusing on Western motifs in my art practice is to do with duality, which stems from tattooing. A great tattoo should be about balance, regardless of its sort of theme. So there should be some sort of element of life, death, love, loss, happiness, and sadness, but also a balance of masculine and feminine energy too, which I find the Western motif encapsulates really beautifully. You know, thanks to Hollywood, in particular Fred Harvey, we now have this very romanticized notion of the West. You know, you've got heroic figures, beautiful landscapes, wild horses, sort of coupled with harsh terrain, isolation, whiskey, death, heartache. Yeah, so the cowboy is already a symbol that encompasses all of this. So the West conjures up strong, meaningful emotions, which, you know, I find, you know, great to draw inspiration from.
Between fine art and tattooing, fuck, both of them have their draw cards. You look at people like Freddie Corbin or Jack Rudy, these guys are legends and have been tattooing forever. So the idea of aging out of your craft, I mean, they've kind of proved that myth wrong. So if I can tattoo till I'm 60, if I can keep painting till I'm 80, drawing till I'm 100, you know, that's what I just want to keep doing. I think I was fucking born with a pen in my hand, so I'm probably gonna die with one in my hand as well eventually, so yeah. Sweet.